Everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. This is your special new moon in Leo. So I'm going to wait, see if we have some people that want to tune into the cosmic energy of this new moon. So hi everyone. Thank you for joining. Hi Chris. So we have a lot that is going on, and we have an amazing sacred geometry. So some of you, if you do not know about, this is a grand trine, this is perfect elements flowing, but we have a little bit of a hat here. This is called the shield of fate. This is creating a kite. So a kite is a sacred geometry that is very prosperous. Hi from Paris, I'm from Paris. And it's going to help you kind of see how the flow of your energy and manifestation and ascension is also protected by this little point here with Neptune retrograde. So Neptune retrograde right now is trying to make us, progress in our ascension, progress in our spiritual awareness, higher consciousness, but also kind of ending certain patterns and certain things that we have to address. In esoteric astrology, the 8th house is a placement where you do some shadow work. So here we have a lot of invitation in order for the flow of energy of this new moon to be prosperous, to bring you good luck, to look at some of the shadows of the things that have held you back. Why? That new moon, amazing energy from the placement of Leo. It's promising you a lot of liberation, a lot of higher truth, feeling that you have so much freedom in your creation. But we also have here that little Venus that is in the 12th house. So that's a little bit of hidden energies that are calling back some type of awareness as far as patterns, aka karma, things that you don't realize that you replicate and that are happening again and again. So what we see here, this is in the ascendant. That means when you're going to wake up, that energy for the next 28 days cycles for the new moon, there's a lot of awareness when you first rise about certain things that you feel are limiting you, or feel that you're not in your best self, or you're feeling up, I feel amazing. And then we have this square here that is in the house of the higher purpose. When we're squaring, what's happening is that it's creating a friction for you to understand where is your higher purpose. In terms of this, you're going to feel it in this energy in your body. Okay, so your soul body, your casual body, all layers of body are being activated to break free from those hidden influences. So some of you, it's ancestral lineage. Some of you, it's karma that you've witnessed in this lifetime. And that kind of is helping you to understand the higher purpose of what's being created here. Jupiter and Uranus are in amazing placement that are trying to support you to feel that there's always a second chance. There's always a way for you to connect back to your higher self, to connect back to some aspect of your life and find that joy. So it's a lot of, I would say almost like hidden energy. Okay, and why I say hidden, it's because those energies being in the first houses, this is affecting the multi-layer body. And here we have Mercury and Mars that are affecting our energy. And that means the energy is trying to teach you to be very much aware of your balance. Are you trying to over push yourself so you just don't address the shadow work? Are you trying to there's a lot of energies here that are forcing us to feel the support of the divine, to break free from some of the chains, from karma, from ancestral, societal, generational trauma patterns. And it's really hidden within the body. So some of you that are meditating and doing some of the meditation groups with me, you know that the next cycle that's starting today, we are going to tap into all the 12 organs. Okay, your physical body is like an orchestra. Okay, so that means that when you're tapping into each organ, there's a certain energy that is being released. And this is very important because part of that grand trine, you see here, you have Pluto retrograde that is in the 6th house. This is going to affect your health. So your physical body, your level of energy is super precious because the wisdom of your body, whatever you've experienced, it wants to teach you, it wants to show you how it's a teacher as far as the next cycle. I've been like really amazed by the type of layer, how deep of a layer, any type of trauma, any type of like really intense experience can really go within the body. So I thought I addressed, okay, spiritual, mental, emotional, but now it was like, okay, but now you got to release the trauma in the body. And it's a whole different ballgame. So some of you, if you're interested in doing this, you will have access in my bio link to my music playlist for the frequency healing. But the ones that want to go and dive deep into understanding why the traumas, why the patterns are literally stored. And it's almost like takes over you sometimes a little bit. We're going to have like a meditation for like 28 days. It's just like a little space for us where we're going to reflect and we're going to go back and forth with those organs, okay? But I will give access to everyone on the music playlist. So some of you, if you can't have access to abundance so you can join the group, you can always look at the music playlist. This is something that is very dear to my heart, to bring some music to help heal, because that's how I've done it, okay? I couldn't meditate for the life of me because my nervous system was shot. Okay, that means like I had experienced such intensity in my life, I could not meditate. It was like almost like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, life is so intense, so what do you want me to just and smell the roses? It was like, yeah, there's no time for this. So it took me a year of doing reprogrammation through sound. And after a whole year, I was able to finally meditate. But it took me a year to do this at night, because my mind was on survival mode. My body was in shock. It just kept on like going rampage and rampage and rampage. So I want to share this about my personal story and share why I use certain tools, because that's where you have to start. You have to understand that it's not like all of a sudden you're just going to sit and be able to meditate and do shadow work for hours or contemplate. And you have tools, and sound, because energy is sound, it travels through you, it really helps. So even if it's just at night that you find something that makes you feel more at peace, definitely tap into this, because this is helping release a lot of energies. We have a lot of wounds here. In esoteric astrology, the 9th house is spiritual education. And we have Chiron here, and we have the North Node. So it's really trying to help a wider range of people to feel like spirituality is not separate from them. That spirituality doesn't mean like, oh, well, I can't focus, Audrey. I can't just stay silent. There's just many ways to go about this work. I couldn't stay silent. That's why I started singing mantra, because if I was focusing on a mantra and I was focusing on something, that focus was on something positive. That focus helped me bring back my body closer and closer to my own energy. Okay, we've been fragmented for this life. We've been fragmented for experiences. So to bring it back, you have to be gentle with the process, but it's definitely showing like collectively, you know, if you're feeling all out of sorts, you're being called to go within, but you're being called to find the ways that work for you step by step. Okay, it's not going to be just like, oh well, I'm trying this and then you can't do it or whatever. You have to be gentle with yourself, with the process, and that's how you're going to transform. This is interesting because if you have a hard time with this type of work or relationship to spirituality, the God within, we have Saturn here in retrograde that is in placement that is speaking of metamorphosis, which is what I posted in my last reel. We are here in the 7th house. This is the relationship between your ego and your higher self. So here we have Saturn, the master teacher of impact, that is trying to show you how to transform more gently your relationship to your ego, your relationship to your higher self, and kind of allow this work to merge more gently. This is a new intention for everyone to feel the freedom that you truly have within. So allowing the higher self to step forward, to come online. But also, in order to do that, you're going to have to learn what has been constricted that energy, because you were born with the higher self totally, free from those patterns, but they were hidden, DNA, society, family. So it's kind of a collective work, and we're all doing this together. So once again, if you need support, going to my bio link, you'll have access to frequency healing music. I am going to release first the frequency for the liver. Okay, you'll have all the description why the liver. The liver is one, in Chinese medicine, it is related to the soul. In Chinese medicine, and even like when you meditate, everything that has to do with faith, feeling connected to source, feeling connected to your own presence, allowing to feel supported, to feel blessed. If you've been feeling abandoned, if you've been feeling lonely on your spiritual path, or just lonely altogether on earth, the liver. The liver is the major organ, the major instrument that helps with this connection. So I will be through this month releasing all the organs, and some of you, if you're interested in joining the group to do this type of work in a space that is sacred, where you can feel that you have the support and that you feel that you're getting a little bit deeper in the work. Again, it's about being brave. It's about being ready. If you don't feel ready, it's fun as well. Just listen to the music, get the feedback. A lot of people already have started doing this work, myself included. I've already done 4 rounds of the 12 organs, and oh boy, it's intense what we have there. It's like a whole different world. But that's why we're doing this together. That's why we're sharing our vulnerability. That's why we're sharing our stories. And this is how we're going to really feel more and more connected to each other, to ourselves, and to this planet, this world. Thank you so much for your presence. Once again, happy new moon in Leo. We are here to free from the chains. All right, bye.